guys, and welcome back to Miss Henrik's video demo. Today I'm going to show you how to make tortillas and some fire roasted salsa. So let's look at our mise en place. For the tortillas, all you need is some maseca, kind of like a tortilla pancake mix, and hot water. For the salsa, we're going to do a tomato-based salsa, so some aroma tomatoes, jalapeno, garlic, lime juice from a lime, cilantro, and white onion, and then some salt. First thing you'll do is you'll take a sheet pan, line it with some aluminum foil, and you're going to want to set your oven to broil. There's two settings on the oven. One is bake, the other is broil. You don't set a temperature, it's just high or low. So set your broilers to high. And then you'll prepare your vegetables for the salsa. Okay. So we're just going to get a nice char on all of the vegetables. So the tomato, you actually don't even need to cut that guy. You don't need to cut the jalapeno either. Put that right there in the middle. You do need to, however, prepare the onion because you only need a quarter. So let's just cut this in half. And then half again, and just peel off the skin. Put that onto our baking sheet, and then we'll get the 4 cloves of garlic. You just want to get the husk off of these guys. You don't need to crush them or chop them up. Leave them whole because you'll use the blender to blend it all. Alright, so this is what it's going to look like right before you put it in under the broiler. What you should do is take your tin foil and bend the sides up so you have like a little boat, little tray. This is so that you don't lose any of the juices from your vegetables. And also, for the jalapeno, all the spiciness is really in the seeds. So if you're worried about it being too spicy, you can cut this open and take the seeds out. I'm going to try it with the seeds. Okay, I just wanted to show you, this is the broiling method. So my oven is set to broil. And so you see now that the heat is coming from the top of the oven. So you want to move that rack up, like I said, so that the vegetables are very close. They're going to char, which means they'll have a little black on them, and that's totally okay. That's what we want. And we'll check it in 3 to 5 minutes and see how they look. Okay, so this is what they look like. Mine only took about 3 minutes. And it's nice and charred. I get a little bit of black on top. Now it is time to flip your vegetables over to the other side, including the garlic. Okay, and this will go back under the broiler for another 3 minutes. Alright, so I took the garlic out a little early because it's the tiniest part of this dish, so it's going to burn quicker. So it's okay to take it out when it just has like a little bit of char on the outside, just so that it's not way overcooked. Okay, so this is what your charred vegetables are going to look like. Just a little black singed parts. Didn't really get too much juice out of these tomatoes. That's fine. We're going to add a little bit of lime juice. So let's get this all into the blender. Put your garlic in there. And your onions. And the tomato. Guess I should cut that a little bit. I'll be careful not to lose any juices. Yeah, perfect. Whoop. Jalapeno, I'm just going to chop that stem off. And this will just get blended all up. Actually, you can put your cilantro in now. And your salt to taste. So we'll start with a teaspoon and then taste it and see if we don't need more salt later. And then the juice of 1 lime. I like to roll it on the table first to get those juices going. Right, and then here is your lovely salsa. So taste it. If it needs more salt, if it needs more lime juice, you can add that. Put it in a Tupperware, and you can put that in the fridge until you are ready to use it. Okay, let's start on the tortillas. So you'll need just 1 cup of the maseca. And then 1/2 cup of warm water plus 2 tablespoons, just to see for consistency. So we start with 1/2 cup, and then you just mix that up. Yeah, just sprinkle that in. You can actually get your hands in there, because you're going to roll this into a ball. Okay, so there's the ball forming. Okay, squeeze it together. And that's about all there is to it, except now you have to let this kind of rest before you make the tortillas. So it needs about 15 minutes to just sit and kind of absorb the moisture. Alrighty, so my maseca bowl is ready to go. You should get your largest skillet or saute pan nice and hot on the stove top. About medium-high heat, and this is a tortilla press. So what you'll have to do is line both sides with parchment paper. More traditionally, it's plastic, but parchment paper will work just fine. So you want to take a piece of your maseca ball and make it a smaller ball. And put it right there in the middle of your press. You can make it bigger or smaller than that. You'll figure out size-wise what works for you. And just squeeze it like so. So here's a small tortilla. You could always do bigger. I'm just going to get the other side so it's nice and even. And there you go. So make a bunch of these. What you'll want to do is take just a damp paper towel on a plate and then just stack these tortillas up. So don't lay them next to each other. You don't want them to stick together. Okay, so you got your tortillas ready. Your pan is hot. Now you just have to cook them. So you could use a spatula or you could try to use your fingers, but that would be a little risky. It's whatever you feel comfortable with. You just want to grill these in the pan until you just see just a little tiny bit of color, so that they're cooked all the way through and not soft anymore. Well, they are soft, but not like dough anymore. Okay, all right, so now you know how to make tortillas from scratch, and you can do a lot of things with these tortillas. You can make tacos, you can make a quesadilla, serve it with your salsa, or you could do what we're gonna do, which is I'll bring my fryer in. All you have to do is cut up the tortillas, and I'll supervise you frying your tortillas. Now they'll turn into tortilla chips, and we'll eat that with salsa. So I hope you learned a lot from this video demo. Thanks for watching.